The concept of karma, often simplified as what goes around comes around, is a cornerstone of Buddhist belief. It suggests our actions, both positive and negative, have consequences that ripple throughout our lives. While dwelling on past actions isn't helpful, Buddhist teachings offer powerful tools to address the impact of past karma and create a more positive future. Clear past karma and improve your life. Here are 8 practices inspired by Buddhism to help you clear past karma and improve your life. By the end of this video, you'll be equipped with tools to cultivate inner peace and navigate challenges with a smile. But before we get started, hit that subscribe button. Sharing is caring, and together we can build a more resilient community. 1. Take responsibility. The Buddha emphasized the importance of right action, which includes accepting responsibility for our choices. By acknowledging the role we played in creating past karma, we empower ourselves to create a different future. As the Dhammapada states, we are what we think. All that we are arises with our thoughts. With our thoughts, we make the world. The concept of karma, a cornerstone of Buddhist teachings, sheds light on this journey. It suggests that our actions, both positive and negative, have consequences that ripple throughout our lives, shaping the landscape of our future. However, the Buddhist perspective isn't one of passive surrender to fate. Instead, it emphasizes the importance of right action, sammakamanta, which includes accepting responsibility for our choices and their consequences. This concept, captured beautifully in the Dhammapada's statement, "We are what we think. All that we are arises with our thoughts. With our thoughts, we make the world," empowers us to break free from the cycle of reaction and become creators of our own destiny. Taking responsibility for our karma is about acknowledging the role we played in shaping our experiences, both positive and negative. This acceptance allows us to step out of a victim mentality and take the reins of our lives. When we blame external factors for our circumstances, we give up control. Instead, taking responsibility allows us to identify the seeds we've sown in the past and make conscious choices to plant different seeds for the future. We move from a place of, "Why is this happening to me?" to "What can I do about it?" By acknowledging our role in creating our karma, we unlock the potential to change it. We realize that our happiness and suffering are not predetermined but arise from our thoughts, words, and actions. We become empowered agents, capable of shaping our own future. Taking responsibility for past missteps creates fertile ground for personal growth. We can learn from our mistakes and use them as stepping stones to become better versions of ourselves. The Buddha likened karma to the law of sowing and reaping. Our actions, both good and bad, are like seeds we plant in the garden of life. Over time, these seeds will inevitably sprout and bear fruit. While the final fruit may be influenced by external factors, the type of seed we plant, a seed of kindness or a seed of anger, is ultimately within our control. Our intentions play a crucial role in shaping the karmic outcome. Planting a seed of generosity may lead to unexpected acts of kindness returning to us, while planting a seed of anger may lead to conflict in our relationships. Our actions don't exist in isolation. They have a ripple effect impacting ourselves and those around us. Taking responsibility for our karma compels us to consider the potential consequences of our choices beyond our immediate selves. A harsh word spoken in haste may have lasting unpleasant on a relationship, while a kind gesture can create a wave of positive energy that touches many lives. Our inaction can also be a form of action with karmic consequences. Choosing to stay silent in the face of injustice or neglecting our responsibilities can have negative repercussions. Choosing to stand up for what is right, even when it's difficult, plants seeds of courage and integrity. Regularly taking time to reflect on our actions, both positive and negative, allows us to learn from past mistakes and make conscious choices moving forward. Journaling, spending time in nature, or engaging in mindful conversations with a trusted friend can all be valuable tools for self-reflection. By asking ourselves questions like, "What choices did I make today?" and "What were the consequences of those choices?" we can gain valuable insights into our karmic patterns. Taking responsibility for our karma is a lifelong journey. There will be times when we slip back into old patterns, planting seeds we might regret later. The key is to be kind to ourselves on this path of growth. The Buddha's teachings emphasize the importance of right view, samadhi, seeing things as they truly are. Just as the gardener doesn't give up after one weed sprouts, we too must remain committed to cultivating a positive karmic garden. As we dedicate ourselves to this practice, we begin to experience the transformative power of taking responsibility. Our lives become less a series of random events and more a conscious creation. We become architects of our own happiness, weaving a tapestry of positive karma that enriches our lives and the lives of those around us. By taking responsibility for our actions, we can begin to identify and address the root causes of our suffering. This allows us to break free from self-destructive patterns and cultivate greater inner peace. 2. Cultivate forgiveness. Holding on to resentment towards ourselves or others for past actions only intensifies negative karma. Forgiveness allows us to release the burden of the past and move forward with a lighter heart. The Buddha beautifully captured the essence of forgiveness when he said, "Holding on to anger is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die." Life is a tapestry woven with threads of joy, sorrow, love, and anger. Inevitably, we encounter situations or individuals who cause us pain. In the aftermath of these experiences, resentment can take root within us, weighing heavily on our hearts and hindering our ability to move forward. However, the Buddha offered a powerful antidote: the practice of forgiveness. By clinging to resentment, we only hurt ourselves. Holding on to resentment toward ourselves or others creates negative karma that impedes our progress towards happiness. It is like carrying a heavy backpack filled with emotional baggage. This constant burden drains our energy and hinders our ability to live a joyful life. Clinging to the past prevents us from healing and moving forward. We remain stuck in a cycle of anger and hurt, unable to experience peace and serenity. Resentment creates distance and tension in relationships. When we hold grudges, it becomes difficult to trust and connect with others on a deeper level. Reflecting on the benefits of forgiveness can motivate us to let go of negativity. Ask ourselves, is holding on to this resentment harming me more than the other person? By trying to understand the motivations and circumstances of the person who hurt us, we can cultivate empathy and compassion, facilitating forgiveness. Just because we forgive someone doesn't mean we have to maintain close contact with them, especially if they continue to be hurtful. Setting healthy boundaries can be an essential part of the forgiveness process. The journey of forgiveness is not about erasing the past or pretending it didn't happen. It's about acknowledging the pain, choosing to let go, and moving forward with a lighter heart. This aligns with the Buddhist concept of right view, samadhi, which encourages us to see things as they truly are. Letting go of resentment doesn't mean overlooking the harm caused. It simply means freeing ourselves from the emotional poison that binds us to the past. As the Dhammapada states, hatred does not cease by hatred, but only by love. This is the eternal law. By choosing forgiveness, we choose to break free from this cycle of negativity and cultivate a more loving and peaceful state of being. Forgiveness can help break the cycle of retaliation and revenge, leading to more peaceful interactions and conflict resolution. When members of a community can forgive each other, it fosters trust and cooperation, leading to a stronger and more harmonious society. The story of Queen Maya, the mother of the Buddha, beautifully illustrates the transformative power of forgiveness. As predicted, Queen Maya would die giving birth to her son. However, she chose to forgive destiny and embrace the joy of motherhood, knowing it would be temporary. Through her act of forgiveness, she not only found peace, but also brought forth a being who would spread the message of compassion and forgiveness to the world. The Buddha's teachings offer a path towards a life less burdened by resentment. By embracing forgiveness, we can shed the heavy weight of the past and move forward with a lighter heart. This allows us to cultivate inner peace, strengthen relationships, and contribute to a more compassionate world. As we choose forgiveness, we not only heal ourselves but also pave the way for a more harmonious future for all beings. Forgiveness is a gift we give ourselves, a gift we give the world, a gift that opens the door to a brighter future. 3. Practice generosity. Generosity, or dana in Pali, is a core Buddhist practice. By offering our time, resources, or even a kind word, we create positive karma that can help mitigate the effects of past negative actions. Generosity doesn't have to be grand gestures. Even small acts of kindness can have a profound impact. Life's journey is often marked by moments of giving and receiving. We experience the joy of receiving a helping hand, a thoughtful gift, or a kind word. Yet the act of giving itself holds immense transformative power. Generosity, or dana in Pali, is a cornerstone of Buddhist practice. It's not simply about material possessions. It's about offering our time, resources, skills, and even a kind word. By cultivating generosity, we create positive karma that can mitigate the effects of past negative actions and nourish the seeds of a flourishing future. The Buddha beautifully captured the essence of generosity when he said, "We are what we think. All that we are arises with our thoughts. With our thoughts, we make the world." Our thoughts of generosity translate into actions that create a ripple effect of positive energy, enriching not only the lives of others but also our own. Volunteering our time to a cause we care about, mentoring a young person, or simply offering a listening ear are all acts of generosity that can have a profound impact. Sharing our skills and expertise with others can empower them and contribute to their success. A simple smile, a word of encouragement, or holding the door open for someone are small acts of kindness that can brighten someone's day and create a ripple effect of positivity. In our fast-paced world, giving someone our undivided attention is a precious gift. Putting away our phones and truly listening to someone shows that we care and creates a space for connection. Giving to others takes our minds off our own worries and fosters a sense of purpose. By giving freely, we cultivate a sense of compassion for those in need, fostering a more caring and empathetic society. The law of karma suggests that our actions, both positive and negative, have consequences. When we focus on giving, we take our attention away from negativity and cultivate positive intentions. This shift in focus reduces the potential for creating negative karma. Every act of generosity, no matter how small, is like planting a seed. Giving with genuine joy and compassion creates positive karma, while giving out of obligation or pressure does not. Don't expect anything in return when you give. Give freely and let go of any expectations about the outcome. Consider what resources or skills you have to offer that are most meaningful to the recipient. This could be time, expertise, a kind word, or simply your presence. We may fear that giving will leave us with less for ourselves. However, cultivating a sense of abundance and trusting that generosity will bring positive consequences can help overcome this fear. If we struggle with low self-esteem, we may feel like we don't have anything valuable to offer. However, everyone has something to give, whether it's time, skills, or kindness. Generosity is not about giving from our surplus, it's about sharing from our heart. By cultivating generosity, we not only enrich the lives of others, but also cultivate a more positive and meaningful existence for ourselves. As the Dhammapada states, "He who gives gains wealth. He who withholds loses wealth." Our acts of generosity create positive karma, paving the way for a future filled with happiness, abundance, and meaningful connections. 4. Practice mindfulness. Mindfulness meditation cultivates awareness of our thoughts, feelings, and actions in the present moment. By becoming more mindful, we can avoid creating negative karma through impulsive actions. As Thich Nhat Hanh, a Vietnamese Buddhist monk, stated, "The past is not important. The future is not important. The only important thing is the present moment. Be present, and everything will be well." Mindfulness allows us to break free from the autopilot mode of existence and truly experience the richness of the present moment. By cultivating this awareness, we can avoid creating negative karma through impulsive actions and cultivate a more mindful, compassionate, and fulfilling life. When we're not fully present, we're more likely to react impulsively to situations, potentially creating negative karma through harsh words or hasty decisions. Constantly dwelling on the past or worrying about the future creates anxiety and stress, hindering our ability to live a joyful life. By being mindlessly caught up in our thoughts, we can miss out on the present moment's richness, the fleeting moments of connection, and the simple joys of life. Mindfulness allows us to accept the present moment as it is, without clinging to the past or fearing the future. This fosters a sense of inner peace and serenity. As we become more mindful, we begin to appreciate the simple joys of life, cultivating gratitude for the beauty and wonder surrounding us. Mindfulness meditation is a core practice for cultivating present moment awareness. It involves focusing our attention on a single object, such as the breath, sensations in the body, or a mantra. This practice is not about achieving a state of mental blankness. It's about observing our thoughts without judgment and gently bringing our attention back to the present moment when it wanders. Regular meditation practice improves our ability to concentrate and reduces mind wandering, leading to greater efficiency in daily tasks. Meditation helps us observe and release stressful thoughts, leading to a calmer and more peaceful state of mind. By regularly observing our thoughts and emotions, we gain a deeper understanding of ourselves, our motivations, and our triggers. Here are some ways to cultivate present moment awareness throughout the day. Mindful eating. Slow down your eating and focus on the taste, texture, and aroma of each bite. This allows you to appreciate the food and promotes mindful eating habits. Take a few moments throughout the day to focus on your breath. This simple act anchors you in the present moment and promotes relaxation. As you walk, pay attention to the sensations in your body, the sounds around you, and the sights you encounter. This allows you to fully experience the act of walking instead of letting your mind wander. When interacting with others, truly listen to their words and observe their body language. This creates a deeper connection and fosters more meaningful communication. 5. Develop compassion. Cultivating compassion, or karuna in Pali, involves understanding the suffering of others and a genuine desire to alleviate it. By practicing compassion, we create positive karma and contribute to a more peaceful world. The Dalai Lama beautifully said, "If you want others to be happy, practice compassion. If you want to be happy yourself, practice compassion." Compassion involves a genuine wish to alleviate the suffering of others. It's not just about acknowledging the pain, but also wanting to do something about it. Compassion motivates us to take action, be it offering a helping hand, kind words, or simply being a listening ear. It recognizes the interconnectedness of all beings. Seeing ourselves in others fosters a greater sense of responsibility and desire to alleviate suffering. Cultivating compassion not only benefits those we help, but also has profound positive consequences for ourselves. Focusing on alleviating the suffering of others can take our minds off our own worries, leading to decreased stress levels. Compassion fosters empathy, trust, and connection in our relationships, leading to a more fulfilling social experience. Our own anxieties and desires can sometimes blind us to the suffering of others. Recognizing our interconnectedness helps us shift our focus outward. Reaching out to those experiencing being constantly exposed to suffering can lead to compassion fatigue. It's essential to practice self-care and set boundaries to prevent burnout. Speak up against injustice and discrimination, challenging situations that create suffering for others. Cultivating gratitude for our own blessings can open our hearts to the suffering of others and motivate us to help them. By cultivating compassion, we not only alleviate the suffering of others, but also cultivate a life filled with meaning, purpose, and deeper connection. As the Dhammapada states, "Hatred does not cease by hatred, but only by love. This is the eternal law." Compassion is the antidote to hatred and negativity. 6. Purify our intention. The Buddha taught that our intentions are just as important as our actions. By purifying our intentions and acting from a place of kindness and generosity, we significantly reduce the negative impact of our actions. Ask ourselves, what is my motivation for doing this? And ensure our intentions are aligned with creating positive karma. Life's journey unfolds through a series of choices, each one shaping our karma and directing the course of our lives. The Buddha, in his profound wisdom, recognized the importance not only of our actions but also of the intentions behind them. He emphasized the concept of right intention, samma sankalpa, the second step on the Noble Eightfold Path. By purifying our intentions and aligning them with wholesome goals, we can ensure that our actions contribute to positive karma and a flourishing future. Our intentions act as a compass, guiding our actions and ultimately shaping the world around us. Our actions, no matter how seemingly insignificant, carry consequences. However, the Buddha emphasized that the intention behind an action determines the weight of its karmic impact. The motivation behind our actions can transform their impact. Carrying out an act of generosity with an expectation of return creates less positive karma than giving freely out of a genuine desire to help. When we focus on purifying our intentions, we shift our attention from outward appearances to the inner landscape of our motivations. This helps us choose actions aligned with wholesome values. Our intentions, even when unfulfilled, can set the course for future actions. Aspiring to act with kindness, even if we stumble along the way, lays the groundwork for creating positive karma in the long run. By taking the time to examine our motives, we can align our actions with wholesome intentions and create positive karma. By acting with good intentions, we minimize the potential for creating negative karma through harmful actions. Choosing actions based on kindness and compassion leads to a sense of inner peace and well-being. When our intentions are pure, our relationships are built on trust and understanding. Strong emotions like anger or jealousy can cloud our judgment and lead us to act impulsively with negative intentions. Our desires for personal gain can sometimes overshadow the need to act with kindness and compassion. 7. Live a moral life. Following the 5 precepts, abstaining from killing, stealing, sexual misconduct, lying, and intoxicants provides a clear framework for ethical conduct. Living a moral life naturally creates positive karma by minimizing the harm we cause ourselves and others. Life's journey presents us with a multitude of choices, each with the potential to shape our destiny. The Buddha, in his profound wisdom, offered a clear roadmap for navigating this journey. The 5 precepts, Pankasila in Pali. Our thoughts and actions are interconnected. The 5 precepts guide us towards wholesome thoughts and actions, cultivating a moral compass that steers us towards a life of integrity and compassion. The 5 precepts provide a foundation for ethical conduct, encouraging us to abstain from killing. This precept promotes reverence for life and encourages us to cultivate compassion for all living beings. It extends beyond physical harm to encompass actions that could lead to suffering or violence. Abstain from stealing. This rule fosters honesty and respect for the belongings of others. It reminds us to be mindful of our actions and avoid taking what isn't rightfully ours. Abstain from sexual misconduct. This rule promotes responsible and respectful relationships. It encourages us to act with integrity and avoid actions that could cause harm or exploitation. Abstain from false speech. This rule emphasizes the importance of honesty and truthful communication. It encourages us to speak with integrity and avoid words that could deceive or manipulate others. Abstain from intoxicants. This rule promotes a clear mind and mindful living. It encourages us to avoid substances that could impair our judgment and lead to harmful actions. By choosing non-violence and respecting the well-being of others, we nurture a sense of compassion that forms the basis for ethical conduct. The 5 precepts encourage us to be mindful of the consequences of our actions. Living by the 5 precepts requires self-discipline and a commitment to ethical behavior. This discipline fosters personal growth and strengthens our moral compass. By minimizing harm to ourselves and others, we create positive karma, leading to a more peaceful and fulfilling life. Living with integrity and honesty fosters a sense of inner peace and well-being. Ethical behavior promotes trust and respect, leading to stronger and more meaningful relationships. When a significant number of individuals commit to ethical living, it creates a ripple effect of positive change within society. We may have formed unconscious habits that go against ethical principles. Cultivating self-awareness and a willingness to change is important for overcoming these patterns. 8. Develop wisdom, prajna. Wisdom, or prajna in Pali, is the ability to see things clearly, without distortion by our emotions, biases, and attachments. It involves understanding the 4 noble truths and the nature of reality. By cultivating wisdom, we can make choices that lead to lasting happiness and liberation from suffering. The Dhammapada beautifully captures the essence of wisdom. Better than 1,000 hollow words is one word of sense that brings peace. Developing wisdom allows us to see through the illusions of the world and make choices that align with a deeper understanding of ourselves and existence. Learning from Buddhist teachings provides a framework for understanding the nature of suffering, impermanence, and the path to liberation. By understanding the nature of suffering and its causes, we can learn to let go of attachment and desire, leading to a reduction in suffering. Wisdom allows us to cultivate inner peace and equanimity, not being swayed by the ups and downs of life. With a clearer understanding of reality, we can make choices that are aligned with our values and lead to a more fulfilling life. The ultimate goal of Buddhist teachings is liberation, nirvana. By cultivating wisdom, we can break free from the cycle of suffering and achieve lasting happiness. Lack of understanding about the true nature of reality can hinder the development of wisdom. Engaging in the mindful practices helps us overcome this obstacle. We may be strongly attached to our beliefs, opinions, and desires. Letting go of these attachments allows us to see things more clearly. The fast-paced world we live in can be a source of distractions that pull our attention away from the pursuit of wisdom. Cultivating mindfulness allows us to stay focused on our journey, living a life guided by the 5 precepts, cultivating generosity, dana, developing wisdom, prajna, and practicing right mindfulness, samasati, are not separate endeavors. They are interwoven threads in the tapestry of a flourishing life. By integrating these Buddhist teachings into our daily lives, we not only cultivate inner peace and well-being, but also contribute to a more compassionate and mindful world for all beings. As the Dhammapada beautifully captures, happiness is the highest good, peace is the highest happiness. May our journey of cultivating these qualities lead us towards a life filled with happiness, peace, and a flourishing future for ourselves and the world around us. By consistently applying these Buddhist principles, we can cultivate a more positive mindset, create positive karma, and experience greater peace and happiness in our life. If you like this video, subscribe, like, and share.